Hello.
Good morning for us.
Good afternoon, good evening.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Caitlin.
We're our time of the month.
And today we're gonna do a get ready with me, if you couldn't tell.
The goal is summer glow. I think someone requested that.
Someone requested that, and I have to say that's more or less what I'm going for every day.
Yeah, same.
I mean, even according to this bracelet that Danielle made me, glowing, hoeing.
Glowing and hoeing, bitch.
Glowing and hoeing, that's our vibe.
Yeah.
All summer. Me personally all year, but more so summer.
Same.
If you could see the amount of makeup on the table right now.
I'll insert a photo.
Obviously, we have not done one of these in a while. We were very excited.
February, I bet.
Really?
I guarantee it.
Okay.
But as always, we're starting with a cocktail.
Yes.
Or a glass of wine. Today we're having a Campouget Syrah Vermentino.
I've never heard of a Vermentino.
You think Vermentino is Italian for ferment?
Italian. What about Campouget?
This is a rosé. It's actually a really beautiful rosé because it has that adorable, luxurious, clear glass top that's like a stopper.
That's like a tall, skinny bottle.
Yeah, it's very elegant looking, don't you
It does
think?
look very rich.
Two things that we aren't, elegant or rich. Syrah, 80%. Oh, Vermentino is a type of wine. I had never heard of that before. 20% Vermentino. Taking its name from the earliest dated mention in a document found in the chateau, at the chateau. What chateau? The chateau.
Chateau Campouget.
This Syrah exhibits delicious flavors of exotic fruits and red fruits. This elegant wine can be served as an aperitif with salads, grilled fish, or turkey.
We are experts.
Oh, it ain't.
We are sommeliers.
It ain't Italian, it's French. I'm an idiot.
Campouget. Just red fruit.
Red fruits, currants, strawberries, raspberries,
Pomegranates.
This was gifted to us by Dreyfus and Ashby, so thank you so much to them. Honestly, if you send it, we'll drink it.
That is true.
Right?
I will try it. In fact, I drank a whole bottle of wine I didn't even like last night. Like
what was it?
It was a bread and butter rosé, and it was not good.
Okay.
Okay.
This is beautiful, almost like an orange wine.
It smells delicious.
Cheers.
Cheers. I
Love it.
really like that.
And I don't love a rosé. It doesn't have that often too sweet rosé flavor because it's not as pink. So maybe that Syrah Vermentino blend is like perfect.
You know what
So
it is?
smooth.
It's those exotic fruits.
It's those exotic currants.
Because it's more for me. Listen. It almost has like a
Sommeliers.
like a citrusy. It's like tart, but
Tart.
not sweet,
But not sour or bitter.
but not dry.
It's smooth.
Well, so now that we're drunk, let's go ahead and put makeup on our faces.
And as we say, this is not a tutorial. Do as we say, not as we do.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yes. I know what to do. I just choose never to do it.
Oh, a headband was a great idea.
Thank you.
I'm not going up to get it.
Okay. I'm gonna use this leopard headband from Amazon.
Yeah.
That Danielle gave me.
Oh, I did? I was
Yeah.
thinking that is so cute.
You gave me 2 of them. We have some new products today, which I'm very excited about.
So many.
Okay.
So many.
So step 1, I talked about this in a previous video, new products that we are trying. It's the AMOREPACIFIC Moisture Brown Skin Energy Hydration Delivery System. I've been using it as my under makeup moisturizer.
Lovely.
It says it provides immediate and long-lasting hydration as it veils the skin in a delicate mist of mineral-rich, moisture-holding botanical agents.
Sounds like a bunch of boo hockey.
Yes.
I'm priming with the Ren Perfect Canvas Clean Primer. This is my first primer, then I'm going to go in with a Glow Primer.
Oh, yeah.
I sure am. You know, we have very lofty goals to film maybe 4 videos today. You know, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
That could be boo hockey too.
Once that dries. But I will say, like, better to plan to film 4 and only get to 3 than to plan for 3 and never even have the possibility of 4.
You're so right.
Thank you. So next, I'm going to go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've been really liking this.
Pardon me, I am getting a delivery.
Mail time, mail time, mail time. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail. Mail! You know they get emails now instead of mail? I think I heard that. I heard that Blue's Clues does not even have a mailman anymore.
Wow. So my glow primer option is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion.
Oh.
It has natural glow enhancers in here, and this is the shade 902 Light Glow. They do have, I think, 3 or 4 shades of this. Because I'm more tan than I normally am, I wish I had a darker option, but it seems silly to buy it. So I'm just, you know, whacking it on.
Oh, that was a different accent. Okay, primed. Also, I'm smart, and I finally decided to bring a mirror today. It's the
girl.
first time I've ever done that in our 4 or 5 years on YouTube.
Okay.
So if I'm looking down, that's why. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is just the cutest.
I love that.
I can't wait to wear it nowhere.
True. I'm going to custom mix some foundation because I am very tan and I don't have a color that's quite right. I have the L'Oreal Lumi, which you know I love, in N3, but that is too dark. So I am going to mix it with one of these 2 new foundations that I have. I think I'm going to go Pretty Fresh.
Pretty fresh.
Pretty fresh. Thank you. Actually, I'm not. My hair is so fucking dirty.
I am using one of our forever favorites, the Lancome Teint Idole Ultrawear. This is a fresh bottle, never been used. This is the shade 215 Buff. I think it's too light for me, so I also have 2 of my Maybelline Fit Me foundations. I love these foundations. At the drugstore, I think they're my favorite. And they're so affordable. They're like under $9. And I'm just gonna try to make my perfect match. Operative word being try.
So there's that. I just put it on with my finger. I still have a little bit on my hand, which I'll probably, and then I'm gonna go in with a damp beauty sponge. You know, the normal.
A hope and a prayer and I think I could have done it.
Let's see.
I think it'll be fine. You know, even if it's not, gonna make it work.
Well, that's the thing, is even if it's not, it always is. Like, we have screwed up our foundation color so many times, and honestly, I don't think that makeup has ever looked so crazy that it's like embarrassing to put it on the internet.
You know, kind of drag it down your neck a little.
A little. Yesterday I wore like a really beautiful white collared shirt, and I think I had dragged my foundation too far down my neck, and it was all on the inside of the collar. I was embarrassed.
I hate that.
I like how you magically just got so tan. Like, look at our faces. You got so much tanner than me just now.
Because the rest of my body, like, I gotta try to match it a little bit.
I know. Oh, wow. You can really see our difference in skin tone when we're tan. That's so funny. Concealer. Tried and true. Glossier Stretch Concealer in the shade G10. I love it. I love it even more now that I'm tan. And even more now that I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. I mean, I'm still wearing makeup, but I'm wearing less makeup for some reason, probably because I am tan.
Yeah.
I'm hotter when I'm tan. It just is a fact.
Got it.
And
Hotter one.
if you can't tone it, tan it. And I can't tone my face, so I have to just tan it. So I'm just gonna put it on my finger and just dabby, 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 dab.
I'm using my favorite concealer right now, which is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. This is the shade L6. Probably a little too light, but I'm going to use it almost as like a highlight to bring some lightness to the center of my face.
Also, why are makeup products always named such sexual things?
Right?
Like why?
I don't know.
I would feel like that kind of branding would work better on men than women. Like, I'm not buying a blush because it's called Orgasm.
I agree.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty setting powder. I'm gonna use a teeny little beauty sponge, and I'm just gonna put it under my eye.
Can I use some of that?
Sure. You don't like it though, just a reminder.
I'm just gonna use it under my eyes. Yeah.
Just a dabble, do ya? Just go. Bloop.
This concealer that I'm using, a little bit goes a long way, which is really nice. And it's very high coverage, and it doesn't really crease much at all.
Okay, so for me, it's brows, which means brow lux. Always and forever. Here, you can probably see it better here. I love them. I love, love, love them. And I will say, because I am using a facial tanning oil occasionally, my eyebrows are right now darker than they would normally be, which I kind of appreciate. It's almost like I had them slightly tinted. I'm lucky because these pencils I feel like the shade is so versatile that even when my brows are kind of a weird reddy color, it still works.
Nice.
Yes.
So I did take a little bit of my favorite setting powder, the Perfect Setting Powder by Cover FX, and I put that like in my smile lines, around my nose, places that I tend to crease, and a little bit in the center of my forehead because I get shiny there. And I want to look glowy and shiny, but I don't want it to be my oils. I want it to be the makeup that I put on to make it look like I'm sweating.
Right, totally, so true.
So Caitlin's using the shade Taupe, I am using the shade Ash, and I absolutely love this brow pencil. It is a dream.
Eyebrows. Just like that.
Yep, they frame your face.
They're the...
So they say. I don't fucking know.
If the eyes are the windows to the soul, then your eyebrows are the
drips.
draperies.
The drips.
Right. Okay.
Bronzer? Caitlin's favorite part of this whole shit show.
It should stop being my favorite part though, because I think this is really where I go off the rails and my makeup goes from being good looking to being like, bitch, stop.
Slow down.
Okay, well, I will say first I am going to wipe away my under eye.
Good call.
I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to take the excess and run it onto my eyelid because I hate a freaking eyelid crease more than anything.
Me too. So I am lightly dipping into my Hourglass dim light ambient lighting powder, and I'm, you know, just doubling up on the...
I have been using it more. I think just because I'm done. I want to be done with it.
So I want to add that glow, like I said. Why am I creasing so bad under here? That's weird. Maybe Huda doesn't agree with me.
That's what I was thinking. Huda, Huda, Huda.
My elbows are sweating.
So I will say, I've started doing my contour a little bit higher up on my face because I got a fat round face, and if I put it up higher, I don't know, some girl told me on the internet that that's gonna make me look skinnier.
Okay, should I be doing that?
I actually go a little bit up like where my cheekbone is.
Okay.
It's slightly higher. It's...
You know, I watched Alana do it this morning, and she put it up higher today.
Yeah, and then you know this. Ready? Under double chin eraser.
This was something that I purchased during the Sephora sale. How many months ago, Caitlin? 4?
Solidly.
Haven't used it once.
Nice.
I'm a twat. This is the Tarte
You said it, I did it.
Breezy Cream Bronzer in the shade Seychelles. And look at this. This is like Little Mermaid packaging.
But I feel like it also kind of looks like diaphragm packaging.
Or like those old birth control pills.
Yeah.
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 Low estrogen. It's a cream bronzer. They have a shitty shade selection. Hopefully they're working to fix that. This is the lightest shade.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive. When I bought it, it was. And I've never used it, so people on the internet seem to like it. I hope I'm one of them.
I feel like they're making bronzer for me though, because I always do my bronzer too dark.
And I'm using this brand new Fenty face brush that I also got during the sale, and it's the 125 face shaping brush. It's for creams and powders, and it might be the softest brush I've ever owned.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Beautiful.
So I'm using a Real Techniques brush, but I didn't tell you I'm using the Fenty shade, what are they, shade sticks? In the shade Amber. It's such a good contour color for fair-skinned ladies and gents. And I love it. Like, thank you, Rihanna. Rihanna or Rihanna?
I say Rihanna.
I think it's actually Rihanna, though. I think I remember hearing that we've all been saying it wrong this whole time.
So this is just bronzer part 1, right?
Well, I'm contouring and then I have bronzer.
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't love the mirror in it, so I'm gonna use my ILIA mirror.
Okay, so I went down my nose a little bit.
Okay, I will say it's a great color. It's cute.
It's cute.
It's cute.
It's cute.
And it blends really nicely, and it's not wiping away my foundation underneath. I read that Victoria Beckham draws a V right here.
I feel like she already has a tiny nose. I don't think that works for you.
We're gonna test it out.
Like I have a chubby nose tip, so that makes sense for me, but you have a narrow nose tip.
I do, you're right, I do. Thank you for noticing.
You have the skinniest tip of your nose I've ever seen.
I'm so skinny!
Okay. I don't, like, I will say nose contour is like so ridiculous, but there is something, I don't know, there's something fun about going over the top. Like that, I don't particularly feel like I need to contour my nose. I'm not self-conscious of my nose. It's probably like the one part of my body I'm like, sure, I can fuck with that.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go over all that with a powder bronzer.
So now I'm gonna go over all that with a powder bronzer.
This is the best bronzer I've ever used. I told you that.
Have I used it yet?
No.
Can I try it?
Absolutely.
Yes!
You can. Okay, this is the ILIA Drawn In Night Light Bronzing Powder. The shade is Drawn In. Another bronzer product that has a shitty shade range, but ILIA has taken to social media. They said that they've even hired a specialist to come in and widen the shade range, which I'm happy to hear. It's the best bronzer I've ever used.
Okay.
But it's pigmented.
So that was a 2 and a tap.
Uh-huh.
Just a dabble, do ya?
I mean, I'm gonna build it in layers.
Okay. Huh.
You might need more.
I think I do need more. This face can handle it.
And I'm just doing the perimeter. I'm gonna do my jawline. I'm gonna drag it down my neck. Be tan as fuck.
Oh, forgot to tap it off.
Let me see.
It's okay.
Oh, but it's nice. It's like it is our perfect toned bronzer, and we are different tones. We are different skin tones. We're both fair, naturally, but it just somehow works. And I've really loved every ILIA product I've ever tried. It makes me really happy, and it's a clean beauty brand if that. Oh, I didn't tap it off. And I also don't have a mirror. But you know, wasn't the object of this to be tan?
Absolutely. Always. When is my object not to be tan? Okay, fuck me up. I really like it and I hate you.
It's like this magical bronzer that just can't look cakey.
Well,
Why?
I think that's why I love it so much, because I did think at first that the color was too orange, but now that it's on, I don't feel that way. I think it's its ability to blend.
It's
Blend?
never patchy, always perfect. What?
What?
Why is it so good? And so I'm gonna use this as my nose contour. I'm setting that cream contour.
You have a double layer of nose contour on right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I am very, very tempted at this point to continue to apply bronzer.
She probably will. I know you,
I
bitch.
kind of just want to do like a little bit more.
It's so good!
But it's so, like, I know that this is when it looks good and I need to stop, because after now is when it starts to get like a little wonky looking.
In the middle of now.
But
But remember, we said do as we say, not as we do.
I know that this is where I should stop. I am fully aware. But I'm going to add a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Bronzing Glow.
Do
I'm
it.
going to use a little bit of the bronzer right there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm going to look back and it'll be like, that's where you fucked up. But I'm like knowing it. I'm calling it. It's like when people call their hit in baseball.
I also am going to use this as the transition shade for my eyeshadow when we get to that portion.
Wow.
But first, I'm gonna blush it up. And this is where I go overboard every time.
I feel like you encourage me to go overboard, and so I definitely tend to, more so when I'm with you than anyone else.
With bronzer or with blush?
With blush. Like
Blush.
normally I don't overdo it with blush, I don't think, but now that I'm friends with you, I tend to. Wow, those are some folly shades.
I'm blaming this on Alana. You know, a lot of what I buy is because of her.
I agree. I think there's been videos where I've said her name at least 3 times. Being
Yes.
like, I was watching Alana's videos.
And I have to say, everything she's recommended, I've fucking genuinely loved.
I will say the only thing that I didn't love that she recommended was, I think, the Marc Jacobs mascara.
Oh, I didn't try it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
But you're a tough critic for mascaras.
Mascaras, I don't like any of them.
So if you've been watching us for a while, you know I love the Nudestix blushes and highlighters and bronzers. I got 2 blush shades Because it was my birthday and I wanted to treat myself. So these were both recommended by Alana, and they're the shades Nude Peach and Beach Babe. I will swatch them for you. They are stunning. Caitlin, I'm sorry in advance. I'm sorry in advance. I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry. And together, wow.
You don't really seem that sorry.
Wow.
Okay, the peach one I'm already very into. That's hilarious because...
Yeah, look at us.
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 Who would have thought?
This is gonna be so good for fall.
Oh! That's like, you
Fuck
know what
yeah.
that is? That's like that lipstick I loved so much. That Bite Beauty one.
Oh, not chutney. Chestnut. Hazelnut.
Hazelnut. That is what that is.
So the peach one is the shade Nude Peach, and then the more mauve tone is Beach Babe, and when you mix them together...
Oh, I didn't even consider that.
When you mix them together, they just turn this like beautiful blush shade.
You know what that is? That's like a sunburn shade.
Do we like that?
That's like, yes, that's like I've been out and I just got like a little color right on my cheeks.
So I'm gonna use my back of my hand as a palette.
Yes, so I am going to use the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Beam. I got this recently. I have two other shades that I love, but this one is like a peachy, it looks very similar to her peach shade. I love it, and you use just the tiniest bit. Like honestly, whatever is left on the sort of opening, start with that because it's very easy to go overboard because it's a liquid. And I just tap it in with my finger. And I just have to squeeze it. I like barely any pressure. I can't say it enough. And it matches my nail polish.
I love cream blushes because you can sheer them out, but you can also build them up in layers. I love a blushy look. Okay? I just like it.
And
my
because
grandmother hates it.
Danielle loves a blushy look, I'm gonna double blush. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna top it.
That is too much color. I'm going to tone it down. Don't you worry.
This is
Don't you worry about it.
Becca Mineral Blush in the shade Songbird.
How did I know she was going to say that?
And it's this. It's, again, a very similar color, but it just really brings me joy.
So, another fun thing about cream blushes, if you use a makeup sponge to do your makeup, you can just blend out the edges a little.
So what I've been doing is I've just been going ahead and overdoing it.
I also like to put a little bit on my nose.
That's a very TikTok-y e-girl thing to do now. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Hourglass dim light, ambient lighting and dim light,
Oh!
and then I'm gonna just do my face, and I'm just gonna go, I'm not gonna hit like the center
Yeah, okay.
of where the blush is, but I'm gonna hit the outer edges
Okay, yeah, me too.
to blend it. Why are you copying me?
That's the best form of flattery. I have to say that this might be my new favorite blush combination color because I'm so in love with it.
My favorite eyeshadow at the moment has been this NARS duo that I got, I think, at our last TJ Maxx trip. And the shade, I think it's Surabaya 1 and Surabaya 2.
Oh yeah.
And I love Surabaya, that 1 or 2, can you tell?
1.
1. I love Surabaya 1, which is this top brownie shade, but it's got like a hint of glitter in it. I'm going to combine it with other things, but I'm going to start with that. And I forgot a makeup brush, so I'm just going to do it with my fingers and just see how it goes.
I am using that same ILIA bronzer as a transition shade. It's so beautiful. And this is such a great makeup tip to use your bronzer as eyeshadow, because then like not only is it a 2-for-1 product, but you're tying together the tones in your face. Sounded like a professional.
It does. Sounds like you know what you're talking about. Okay, so I laid that down, and it's occurring to me that I'm just gonna really struggle if I try to do all
here,
this powder.
here,
Well, no,
you
because
want
I have a
this?
cream shadow.
Oh.
So I'm just going to use, this is very old, so I apologize, you're not going to be able to find it, but it is a Fiona Styles cream eyeshadow in the shade Hudson. It is a very beautiful, like, coppery color.
It is pretty.
And it's dry as shit now. I bought it years ago. I sort of like hoarded it because I love it so much, and now I regret that because it's going to dry up before I can use it all. Sure.
So for my eyeshadow, I'm going to use also a NARS palette. They make really beautiful eyeshadows, and this is a duo called Idole, and they are two very bronzy, very shimmery shades. There is no chunky glitter in here, but they're gonna make your eyes shine. And I will say, for blue eyes, this really just makes them pop. So I'm taking this darker shade over here, and I'm with my finger pressing it on the outer half of my eyelid, and then I'll go in with the lighter shade and do the inner half of my eyelid.
Okay, so I am adding a metallic shade from my Too Faced Hot Buttered Rum palette, which this was such a impulse purchase. It was straight up in the cash wrap line at Sephora. I threw it in the basket like right before I got to the checkout, and I'm so glad I did because I find myself reaching for this palette on a regular basis. I love how compact it is, so traveling with it isn't a big deal, and it just has so many wonderful shades. I will say I almost never ever use this yellow or this sort of dark red color, but
Let me see. Oh, I think in the fall you're gonna use the shit out of that though.
I don't know if I would ever put, like, I don't really like red around my eyes, and then I've never ever tried yellow.
We should do
I've
a
never even
challenge.
swatched it.
We should do a video using all the colors and makeup that we avoid.
Yes.
It's all for you.
Like in my
I just love this palette. You know, I bought this because of Zoella.
He's old.
He's old.
It's funny, I have had it in my cart like 1,000 times because I love those colors so much, but I've never pulled the trigger.
It's positively stunning.
Positively stunning.
So I do pack it on a little bit more than I want, and then I'm gonna go and blend out the edges with like a clean eyeshadow brush. So I'm gonna take this Eco Tools brush and just kind of smoosh it about.
Like, honestly, it's not fancy. I'm gonna start curling my eyelashes.
What?
What? I know. What? I have not curled my eyelashes since probably like high school, but I have very short, very straight eyelashes that I don't like. I never like a mascara, and I think it's probably because my eyelashes are so short. So I have been curling them recently, and I have been feeling like my eyes look more open, more awake, wider because of the curling. I hate it though. I just don't like I don't like it. I don't like the feeling.
I don't know that I've ever done it.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just the odd. And it's funny because I do remember as a kid, like when I first ever started being able to do makeup, probably like when I was 12 or 13, and I had an eyelash curler, and I also remember curling my eyelashes and putting mascara on them and being like, they're not curled enough, and then curling them over the mascara and like ripping out eyelashes.
Oh, I just assumed it would be clumpy.
No, they just rip right out because they get stuck.
Oh.
Okay, so I curl one and then I add a layer. I'm also double dipping mascaras. One is the Fenty Beauty mascara, which I don't love, but like I said, I don't love any mascara.
She doesn't.
But I'll try them all. I will try them all to try and find it.
For my inner corner highlight, I am using a Bobbi Brown cream shadow stick in golden pink. This was a 100 point perk from Sephora probably 2 years ago, and I'm still cruising through it. So because I got a little haphazard with the eyeshadow, I took the more flat edge of my beauty sponge and dipped it into a little bit of setting powder and drug it on an angle following my lower lash line to kind of clean up that area, and I'll whisk that excess product away. And so for my mascara, I am trying a 100 point perk from Sephora, and it's the ILIA Limitless Lash Mascara for lifting, lengthening, and curling.
On top, I'm using Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant. I will say I feel like this gives me really good length.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. I don't know if I
You don't like a stabby little...
No, okay, I'm gonna use this in my second mascara because that has spikes. This has spikes, but they're like more subtle.
I really want that ILIA mascara. It's been in my cart for weeks.
So my first coat is gonna be Benefit Roller Lash. It has a curved wand and it does have spikes, which I don't normally like. I like a natural fiber wand, but these are nice and soft and tiny.
Yeah, I can't remember who it is that makes one that I stabbed myself with.
Smashbox.
Yes.
How do I remember this?
I don't know either, but it was so painful. It's so much more painful with that type of brush than with a regular brush.
Oh, yeah.
So I have been testing out a new setting product. I bought this again as an impulse purchase when I was waiting for a prescription at CVS. It is the Physicians Formula Rosé All Day Illuminating Setting Spray. It does have glowy shit in it. So sometimes it's like too much glow and sometimes it's not enough. I don't know. I'm gonna use this little piece of cardboard to block my eyes while I spray my face.
Perfect. My leg is trapped. Pardon-moi.
And now I'm gonna use it to dry my face.
So this wand is spiky, but on both sides they're different spikes. This side is like a flat comb that you could comb out any clumps with, but you best be careful. And then this side is more like a traditional hourglass shaped spiky wand. Are we onto highlighter now?
Yes!
Yes, babe.
Yes, cream highlight.
Cream highlight, I didn't bring any single powder highlight down here.
I have this liquid highlight. I have the highlight in here. I have options.
Okay.
But I want to do this.
So this is the RMS Magic Luminizer.
Let's watch.
It is a cream highlighter. It might not be intense enough.
I can make it work.
But I also have this other cream highlighter from Nudestix, and it's in the shade Hey Honey.
Okay.
So I'm gonna double up because I'm a psychopath. Okay? Don't act like you're surprised. That's probably silly.
Uh-oh. Ooh, okay.
And then I'm just gonna...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It was not like blending out as quickly as I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly feel like this would be really beautiful on like an actual, like just tan bare face.
I will say I wear it most when I just have like our Bare Minerals cream gel hydration
Complexion rescue.
Yeah, just for sunscreen, and then I'll put a little bit of this on and maybe a little bit of cream blush, and you just feel very put together in a way.
I think I'm gonna do the Bobbi Brown crushed lip color in the shade Cabana. I think I'm gonna top it with a gloss.
So I'm sticking with like this very bronze nude look with my shirt and my eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with the NYX lip liner and Glide On Stay On. Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, definitely a turn on waterproof extreme color lip liner. And it's in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. This is the best lip liner. I love it so much.
How do they fit all those words on a lip liner?
Great question.
So I love this formula because it's not a fully opaque lipstick. So you can you could do like one swipe and it'll be sort of a popsicle stain, or you can build it up like I just did and it'll become like a much more uniform, bold color. And then, because I'm an absolute hoe, I am going to top it with a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. And this stuff is so thick that I find myself, I pull it out of the tube and then I actually like scrape it all off. And then I just like dab it on.
So this is the Clinique pop in papaya. I freaking love it. It's like so peachy and beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do Fussy. That was great. I just used it as a lip balm yesterday. It's super hydrating.
Ooh, I like that. I love this packaging too.
Yeah, so you said switch, I took a lot off.
Yeah.
What is that smell?
I always think it's kind of creamsicle-y. It's kind of orange vanilla, which allegedly is Rihanna's signature scent. Oh my god, look at it.
It's so wet.
I know, that's why you have to scrape it off because it's so thick. But it's beautiful.
Yeah, I really like it. Fuck.
I feel like those are, like that lip color for some reason is like a porn color with all that gloss.
Perfect. That's what I'm filming later. Look us up on Pornhub. Do we look good?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know. Do we look good? You guys are gonna have to tell us. Okay, so ring the bell.
Ring the bell for notifications.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Yeah. Make sure you share our videos with people that you think might like it.
If you have ideas for podcast episodes or videos, please feel free to put them down below. Find us on Facebook, on Instagram,
on Twitter.
Anywhere you can find a podcast, we're there pretty much.
Pretty much. Watch our last video. Watch our next video. Go ahead and just watch
all the videos. But you know you don't have anything better to do anyway, so like just watch them.
Video.
People say we're really great to watch when they're doing chores and stuff.
Although, like, how you gonna do chores and get ready with me?
Well, that's the thing, is people don't watch us, they just listen to us.
That's fine. Listen to us blah 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 on the internet.
I mean, we have faces for radio, so I understand. Cut it.
We're gonna cut it, yeah.
Cut it.
Was there anything else?
No.
Okay, good.
Cheers. Yeah, I'm hot.
Mike!